the first Dutch Grand Prix since 1985 has been won by Max Verstappen, and it's literally just a sea of orange at Zandvoort right now. It looks amazing. The atmosphere seems that it's probably the best atmosphere that an F1 race has had in I don't know how long, but yeah, Max Verstappen wins from Lewis Hamilton in second and Valtteri Bottas in third, with Pierre Gasly fourth and Charles Leclerc in fifth. So the race was as expected. I thought at the start it would be a lot more dramatic. It was actually quite clean from most of the pack. There was nearly a big incident with Giovinazzi and one of the Alpines. Thankfully everything was fine. It was just a bit of elbows, but it was all okay. And the race settled into probably about 15 laps of just Verstappen just blitzing everybody. He opened the gap to about 3 seconds at one point from the first 15, and then Mercedes pulled the pin. They went for the first of a 2-stop effectively, which became a 3-stop because Hamilton stopped at the end for softer tyres. But 18 laps in, they got Hamilton into the pits, and it was a slowish stop. It was about 3.7 seconds, and effectively that kind of cost Hamilton, because as the next lap came round, he was flying around the circuit. Verstappen came in to cover off Hamilton with 2.7 for Red Bull, so a second pretty much in the pit stops. Hamilton came out behind Verstappen. It was around 1.1, 1.2. So yeah, who knows what could have changed, you know, if that stop had have made any difference. But Bottas was staying out for a essential 1-stop, and Mercedes were going to try and hold him up, or hold Verstappen up with Bottas, but it didn't materialise. Verstappen was so much faster on the fresher rubber, and he got past Valtteri, so did Lewis. But then we settled in the midpoint of the race, and there was a lot of pace from Hamilton. He was clawing the gap back to about 1.1, 1.2, 1.4, and then the tyres just seemed to be not even going away from Hamilton. I just think Mercedes misjudged the next stop. So they brought him in around lap 41 or 2, and it was too early for Hamilton to go on the second set of medium tyres. It was just a bad call because he came out in traffic behind Ricciardo and the Williams and Lance Stroll. So it was a bit difficult for Hamilton to get that gap that he could clear in clear air. But then Verstappen just covered him off and drove to a sensational victory. So yeah, it was a race that didn't have many overtakes, but driver of the day was Sergio Perez, who came through the pack brilliantly. He obviously started from the pit lane, and he got inside the top 8 with a fantastic drive. It was a good drive of, you know, cutting through the pack. It's what Checo's good at doing, and he made it work today. And same for Lando Norris. He got inside the points, and it was pretty much a race that Max Verstappen controlled, but it was made a little bit difficult with the changes from the Mercedes, you know, constantly changing the strategy and the different options that they could have had with Bottas. But if Bottas had stronger pace, that would have been a much more difficult race, I believe. But yeah, we'll never know. Max Verstappen has won his home race. The crowd are going crazy. Let me know your thoughts on the race below. We go to Monza next, which is going to be incredible. I love Monza, so I just hope for a great race there. Yeah, so make sure to subscribe to Crazy F1 for more content, and I will see you on Thursday for the Monza race preview.